Hey guys, DarknessStone here. I know I'm late to the party, but I wanted to wait a bit to get enough info as possible before I work on this video, so I would not go out of a date too quickly. And since this is the second video on my channel, I want it to last for more than a week. So, Soulja Boy, the one and maybe two-hit wonder depending on who you ask, is apparently hitting the game market.
Excuse me, what?
And releasing his own consoles. Some within days of each other, and his business is already burning to the ground because he doesn't seem to know how to run a business. I'm going to explain this slowly because some of Soulja Boy's fans and Soulja Boy himself don't seem to be the cleanest feather on the chicken. He's doing illegal shit and he'll wind up paying for it! Why am I saying this? Am I just a scared fanboy? Am I just someone who follows trends? Or am I just a hater? I mean, that's what Soulja himself would tell you. Or just call me a faggot. And I honestly don't get his name, honestly. Because, as far as I've seen, he's never been a soldier. And I am not a hater. I am a customer with an opinion. And Soulja, your thin skin isn't going to stop people from criticizing you. Honestly, it's going to make them want to do that more. Let's get into what he's done. So, Soulja Boy has released 4 consoles within a month, which is a bad business practice all on its own, even if it's just with his consoles. But he's also been throwing a tantrum on Twitter, acting like he's a child who got criticism on their macaroni drawing. I mean, it's just fucking hilarious. He has released the Soulja game handheld and the console, and within 2 weeks he released the retro Soulja Boy mini, which I don't get why it's retro. It's literally just it's the first release of that system, and the games may be retro, but it's not his. He didn't make them, and he didn't put them on there himself. And the Soulja game Fuse, which is the newest console. Now I'm explaining one thing to y'all, that this is a bad business practice in the console standpoint. So let's say Sony released the PS3 and the PSP on the same day, alright? Without warning or much advertising. It wouldn't sell a shit ton, but it would sell a little bit in its first week. But if they then released the PS4 and PS Vita a week or two later, the PSP and PS3 would not sell as well because they would be basically outdated and outclassed within a week of being released. Then people might not buy the PS4 and PS Vita because they were afraid of a new system to come out soon and they would be out of money. And they wouldn't want to waste their money on that console, so they have to hold on to their money. Now think about that. Then throw it out the window because that doesn't seem to have much weight right now because Soulja Boy didn't make these consoles. Most people know this at this point. These are cheap Chinese consoles that Soulja Boy bought and rebranded so he could sell them at a higher value. I mean, just look at the Fuse. You can see the Chinese letters on the back. He didn't even bother to put any English on them. He's a cheapskate and a lazy bastard. Like, most of these consoles are a hell of a lot cheaper on their own than on the Soulja store. I mean, if you really need them that bad, get them off Amazon for sometimes half the price. Now, what's on his consoles? On 3/4 of them, they are literally just ROM consoles. Some are with Sega and Nintendo games on them. And that's where we get into the big problem. Nintendo. They are already planning to sue the rapper with the brain size of a raisin, and honestly, I hope they win. Because literally, Soulja Boy just gives gamers a bad name. Because ROMs of Nintendo games are illegal in the US. China has different laws about it when it comes to copyright, so if he lived there and was able to he'd be maybe able to pull off this bullshit. But he can't in the US, so he will get sued. And you know what? I'm going to see right quick how much he could get sued for. So here's the math part. First, let's lowball the whole deal. In a recent tweet, he said he has sold 5 million consoles. Let's just say all of them are his cheapest console right now, which is the Retro Mini. When not on sale, the Retro Mini, still the cheapest, not counting tax, is $134. Now multiply that by the 5 million consoles he has sold, and Nintendo could sue him for $670 million. In 2017, as calculated by Celebrity Net Worth, Soulja Boy's net worth is $30 million. So if that's all he had to his name, he would still owe Nintendo $640 million. Basically going bankrupt basically going bankrupt in a matter of minutes. So for the highball estimate, let's say all of them were the fuse when not on sale, which is about $640 without tax. That would mean if he sold only the fuse console with 5 million of them sold, he would have made $3,200,000,000. That would make Dr. Evil fucking jizz his pants. And that means he would get sued by it from Nintendo. He would owe more than $1 billion more than the net worth of the most successful rapper in the terms of money, Dr. Dre, whose net worth is $810 million. Now, I completely doubt he would pay that much. But here's the thing. It may be of a hell of a lot more. Because Nintendo threatened to sue an Arizona couple who didn't get paid for the ROM site they owned. But just imagine if they sued someone who sold them willingly and then mocked them on Twitter. Reggie will not be happy.
And kick your ass.
Let's multiply how much money they could sue for lost profits and add the $12 million that they threatened to sue the couple for when they didn't make any money to begin with. They threatened to sue the couple for $12 million. That means in total, they could sue for $3,212,000,000. Jesus fuck.
Oh my God!
But even just lowballing the number and redoing the calculations, I assume that this man who has no idea how to run a business would have to file for bankruptcy within the courtroom, or just do it before or after the court case, because he will not be able to make that money back. And that doesn't even start on the prison time he'll have to face, because he won't be able to pay those debts. So I'm just going to say this one last thing to the idiot. By idiot, I mean Soulja Boy. I hope you have your lawyer from the William Lyons case, because you're going to need a lawyer, my friend. Well, guys, that was the first video on this channel that was actually a commentary. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, feel free to leave a like, favorite, subscribe. And if you want to know more, click the links in the description to some other YouTubers who also cover this story. I will see you guys soon. See ya!